no matter what happens this week in this season, like, you already have something. Like, we're already winning. We get to share, like, these moments with people that truly care.
Everybody has stuff going on.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And so it's like we can all relate and be inspired by each other if we share our stories more. So I think it's really important for us to do this.
It's been cool, like, leading up to this week, because I feel like, especially for you, this is kind of the point where the season gets real serious, right? And like things start to really matter. And I think it's been cool that you two especially have been able to support each other up until this point. So do you feel like there's a little extra tension and pressure for this particular weekend? How do you guys feel about it, like, just kind of going into it? Because we're getting started today.
I am 12 weeks postpartum now. My life has been pretty great. It's been filled with lots of breastfeeding and hanging out with the baby. I'm gonna do what I can during these workouts, and hopefully I do something that makes me think like, okay, like, it is all coming back. I'm just here to have some fun, support you. I'm super excited to be part of this journey, and I think maybe that's more of my role this year.
This is my second ever quarterfinals, and I'm like, just go in and have fun. Like, don't care if you're going to be top 100 or like top 50. Like, just go in and like be proud of like your performance. And even if you're not entirely happy, just like put it past you, move on, go to the next thing and stuff.
Yeah, you know, I did put a lot of pressure on myself at the beginning of this week. And luckily I was able to kind of let that go, because things just were going the opposite of what I wanted to happen this week. We tried some new stuff out on Friday because, you know, there's still a lot of exercises that I haven't tried. So we went into Friday with the intention of like, okay, let's get a little uncomfortable. So I woke up on Saturday and I was like kind of feeling a little irritated with my back. So it's kind of like a fork in the road of, do I push through this? And I had a conversation with him about it, and he was like, let's just take today off and see how you feel tomorrow. Woke up on Sunday. Unfortunately, it was the same story. And so I decided to take off. And then Monday rolled around and it was kind of the same thing. Back was still irritated. And so I definitely was the victim on Monday. I played the victim role. And it was a deja vu moment right then and there of last year. Because a week before quarters, my back went out on me. I played the victim. And I couldn't get out of that mindset. So on Tuesday, I woke up and I was just like, it's not going to be my story this year. It's a choice. I may not have control over how physically my body's feeling right now. And my back is irritated, yes. But this weekend, it's in my head. And I don't have to be a victim of my circumstance. And that's what I kept on telling myself. And I think actually doing that was like an overcoming moment for me. And it just put things in perspective, and it just allowed things to kind of like take the weight off of my shoulders. Yeah. I'm already really proud of what I've accomplished in a little bit of time that I've been able to like work out during the open. And so why can't I have that same perspective and mindset going into quarters and set your own version of success? What does that look like to you?
That one, if that can, we'll go to the tape. You know, it's a move I literally have never tried. So I was just happy I was able to like kind of move along and stay in my own lane for that. Got through the muscle ups, pretty happy about that. You know, I've only tried doubles and singles since giving birth.
With the 21 at 95, could I have done it unbroken? Yeah, probably. But then in the back of my mind, I was like, I haven't done 21 reps unbroken in a year, probably longer than that. So why would I do that kind of thing? I think just like playing it on the safer side is smart. So
it's fun because it's new. And also I took a lot of pressure off myself. I think if I had held a lot of pressure over my head, I think I'd have a different attitude right now, but I'm trying to, stay positive.
I'm a little sore, but as to be like it's gonna be sore after squatting and stuff like that. So just trying to, warm up the body and just stay focused. And but I think everything's doable. So just do what I can. Just do what I can with each part. So
You trust him a ton as a coach, as a strength and conditioning coach, trainer, whatever you want, that you're going to him and you're like, what should I do here? Like, what makes sense? And I think for you to have so much experience in CrossFit and then also have this other wealth of knowledge in Randy, that I feel like has been the secret sauce for this season.
I agree. That was a big thing going into a relationship with this new coach, Perrin. It was a really, really important thing to have him be a part of it. And that's just a huge shout out to Perrin, because I think that she was super, super open to all of that. Yeah, why not? The more the merrier with just having more input about your career. And she doesn't feel like she knows it all, and there's no ego. And so I really appreciate that about her. And it's just allowed me to feel like I'm not having to walk on eggshells either of asking him questions of there's no stress with it, I guess. Yeah. He always downplays his role of what he actually does in my life with my career and just being such an advocate in my life. He calls me out on my stuff. He's never going to just try to control me and tell me what to do. He wants me to ask the questions. His role is such a vital part in all of this. And I think that's really important for just our terms of success too, is doing it with other people, like you were saying, but also doing it with our spouses too. Yeah. And working together towards whatever we want to call success.
When you get that win, when you get second place, you podium, whatever, you win an event like you saw at West Coast or getting second at Wadapalooza, none of that's fulfilling unless you have somebody or a group of people to share that with.
Those are the people that deserve the celebration and your attention and your love. And I think that's really, really important to remember, through your ups and downs, is to share it with them. Yeah. And not everyone deserves to see the full Hayley, right, the full Bethany, full Lucy. Those people that stick by you, especially the ones that you're attached to for life, they deserve to see that celebration and celebrate with you.
I know I wouldn't have been able to do this as much as I have, right? Because you have to train quite a bit. You can't exactly have a normal job, and whether it be financial or just whatever it is, it's it is really hard to do with nobody there. No matter what happens this week in this season, you already have something. You're already full. Winning. We're already winning. So even if this goes wrong, life's still good. We have these special things, and we get to share these moments with people that truly care. Taking people along for the journey, man, it's cool.
But the thing that I think is so important for what our role is I don't feel like it's a victory for me. I don't think Randy feels like it's a victory for him. It's we're genuinely happy that you are succeeding in the thing that you care about the most, Yeah. And that motivates me for sure.
I started crying right before the workout. I can't remember the last time I was that afraid to lift a barbell. I couldn't hit one in the warm-up. I only tried one.
When it comes to physical pain, I get into PTSD moments almost.
I've been through a lot of hard things in my life, and I feel like the only way to handle them is to go through them and overcome them. Like, you know, normally, like, just ripping the bar off the ground, like, I can do it because up here, I know I can hit it, and then I will figure out the jerk once it's there. Here, it was like, because of my midline and like the lack of pressing because of my shoulder, and I've talked to other people too, like Maddie and Nomi, they were talking about their stability overhead after giving birth because they were gymnasts, right? And so they were, I think, kind of confused as well why things overhead feel harder. You know, because like, I mean, my PR is a lot higher than that.
I basically PR'd my power clean and jerk. Was that 5 + 4 + 3, 15 times? Not in my life, but in the past year, because the most I've hit is 155. So yeah, I was just like super happy to finish it, especially since right before my back was not in a good place. I was like in a lot of pain. So to be able to like reset my back was a huge win for me, because I mean, it's just a part of me, it's a part of my life, it's a part of my story. Yesterday was really it was a good redemption moment, I think, but it was really hard. I can deal with like hard things, but when it comes to like physical pain, I have like a really hard time with it, because I get into like PTSD moments almost it's like a fear of how much pain I know I can be in. I was able to shift my mindset yesterday from what usually happens. Usually when my back hurts, it's not even like that it hurts, it's nervy. And I think anybody that deals with like bulging discs knows that when it's nervy, you really can't do anything for it. You just have to kind of like let it run its course, and it's not going to get better in like a day or two. And so that's the fear that comes out every time I feel this nerve pain. I cried last night. I had my sadness last night, but I was like, I'm not crying because I'm sad of how I did. I'm crying because I'm fearful of being in pain for an extended period of time again. I don't want to get past quarterfinals and maybe make it to semifinals, but I'm in pain for 2 months and not be able to train. And then it's the same exact thing that I'm feeling right now at semifinals. I don't want that. I did all my protocols that I needed to do with my breathing that I've been working with my doctor. And I think it really helped, but then also just having a mindset shift. It's okay to feel your feelings, you need to. It's very healthy to do that. You don't want to stuff them so you don't implode, but you need to figure out a way to either have your moment, have a time frame on it, and then shift your mind from negative to positive. Or if you're going to stay in a negative mindset, don't let your actions be the same as your feelings. It makes me super, super happy and like excited about the future for the first time. So this morning, my coach, she left me like a voice message, and she was like, of course, we're trying to keep your body safe. That's the biggest thing. So whatever you need to do for your body. But if we're going to put a number on things, because of probably my scores yesterday, they're going to drop me. I don't know where I'm at on the leaderboard. I haven't looked, but I know that the workouts yesterday are going to drop me even more from wherever I'm at. So she gave me a number to kind of go off of. And if I hit it, awesome. If not, like, it's not a big deal. So Randy and I came up with a rep scheme and like kind of time frames for each part to go off of. But I mean, obviously the biggest thing is if I'm doing the workout and my back's like, not today, then I have to just go off of how my body feels and respect that. But if I have it my way and my body's like, we're okay, we're not amazing, but we're okay, then trying to hit this rep scheme and this time frame of doing things could help me to make it to semifinals. That was literally a miracle. There's just no way. I don't know how I just did that. How do you feel? I feel relieved. That's the word. I was just like, ugh. I don't even know if it's still going to be enough. That's just like a guesstimation of what it'd be. But I'm just more happy that my back didn't hurt. It didn't hurt doing that, and I haven't deadlifted from the ground in a year. And I hurt my back last year before quarterfinals doing 185. So it's like a lot of redemption just happened right now. And that only happened because I chose to switch my mindset. So,
Can you just say,
You did it, dude.
No, we did it. I did not do this on my own. We did it. It was God. There's too many factors that go into it. This is not by myself. There's no way.
I think it's really like, how do you respond to things that go wrong? How do you come out stronger? Yeah. Sometimes you just have to let go of, oh, I want to be first place. I want to be this. I want to win this workout. You know, if you take that pressure off, like you said, the success is a lot different and you can walk away no matter what with your head held high. And so I think, yeah, for me, it's just like taking that comparison away, putting myself in like a good circle of people, you know, and walking away no matter what. That was pretty cool. Like I had a good time. If I want to, I get to do the age group in a couple weeks, you know, and like that could be another little like stepping stone for me. It's good to like keep putting myself in these positions. Mm-hmm. I don't think that I would grow if I didn't.
I'm so proud of you. You know, like you talked about like what your goals are a couple of years ago, and you've trusted us through thick and thin. And I feel like the Open and this experience has been such a monumental leap forward for you. Yeah. From being like just an amateur playing the game and stuff to now like it's not a question of like, will you qualify someday? It's like, when will it be? You know, like we definitely continue to see more and more potential in you all the time. And I know it's been difficult to keep just hammering away and trusting the process over time because it's so hard to qualify now. Yeah. But this experience should prove to you that you do have what it takes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? 100%. And you are on the right track. Yeah. So anyway, I just want to tell you I'm proud of you. And we love you and you're awesome, dude.
Proud of you too.
It happened to be 2019 Open, and I was watching Hayley doing wobbles and rowing, and I like watched her and I'm like, oh my God, that's what I want to do in life.
Crazy.
And then like obviously getting more into CrossFit, and I'm like, you are like one of my favorite athletes. So I'm like feeling like very like surreal right now. I'm like the two people that like make me feel passionate about competing in CrossFit. It's like I get to do it with you guys. So thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
We think it's super important to help people in general. And I know for her, we had this conversation during the Open of like, maybe this season is not supposed to be about you, when I think as a family, we oriented ourselves and like really dug into that mission. But we think that, you know, what you're doing, and it's very special, and we just want to help push you as much as we can. Yeah. So.
I think it just kind of confirms the path that you're on is the correct one.
Yes.
When it comes to maybe slow cooking your training, so to speak, and going off of how you feel a little bit, not feeling like you have to rush because you have put in the hours, you do have the skills to do things very, very well.
Yeah. I feel like I'm moving the needle finally. Yeah. Out of the 15 years I've been going to doctors, I feel like I'm not just putting a Band-Aid over my pain.
Right.
It's like I'm actually changing how I feel. I saw like how quickly I can get to a lower pain scale from last night to this morning. So I think that gives me a lot of hope and a lot of confidence that I can get out of pain after like a week. And I would love to say that I'm just gonna hit the ground running and like do a bunch of weightlifting and stuff, because that's what I need to do. But I think it's just continue to do what I'm doing, and it's just like I have to manage my back. And this year, I already told myself, is gonna look way different than it has in the past. And I have to respect my body and what it wants to do. So if it doesn't want to lift heavy, I can't force it.
Yep.
I can't force it to lift heavy. So I think that was a huge mental win, and I can take that and put that in my pocket for semifinals if I need it. And it's just like do what I can these next 2 months. Is it?
Yeah.